from the second Khalifa Omar ibn al-Khattab. And the letter says, I'm relieving Khalid ibn al-Walid from command, you're in command. So, normally you would write the letter to the commander, not to the second in command. So this is kind of a rough way to fire Khalid. But he's been demoted. So Abu Ubaidah goes, we're in the middle of a siege. I'm not going to tell the commander he's just been demoted. He waits until the siege is over, and then he tells Khalid. So now Abu Ubaidah is in charge. Word arrives that Heraclius is sending 4 massive armies to put down this Arab conquest. Those 4 massive armies, when combined, are somewhere between 4 to 6 times larger than the entire Arab army in Palestine and Syria. And the Arab army in Palestine and Syria is 4 armies that are scattered in 4 different directions. And so Abu Ubaidah holds a council with his top generals, and they're trying to figure out what to do now that this really awful news has arrived. Like, how do you survive this massive of a Roman army? And he asks them, he says, who here wants Khalid to be in charge? And of course, at that point, everybody wants to raise their hand, but nobody wants to hurt Abu Ubaidah. Abu Ubaidah says, I do. And then everybody goes, yeah, me too. So he says, I'm in charge officially. We're not breaking any rules, but as the person in charge, I want Khalid to make the decisions, and then I will take the responsibility for anything that goes wrong. So they agree to this, and now Khalid's back in charge. They ask him, okay, what do we do? What's your first order? His first order is to return the taxes they collected. So you're a conquering army. You say, okay, we're going to collect taxes. The conquered people have no choice. They were just conquered. Nobody, I think, let me rephrase it. Rarely, I think, do people think that the conqueror owes the conquered anything. But Khalid says to the army, what if we lose? What if the Romans defeat us? And they go, well, we'll be dead and the Romans will plunder the tax money. And he goes, exactly. We took this tax money to administer the people, to rule the people. If we die as thieves because we didn't do what we told them we were going to do.
Wow.
So we have to return the money. If we win, we come back and tax them again. And then we can die honest men if we lose, and we can come back and, right? Who thinks like that? That's a level of ethics that I don't think a normal army experiences. A normal army thinks this is plunder, it's my right, might makes right. Not, I have an obligation to the people I conquered.